Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction for Tottenham Hotspur 3, Everton 2. It's a bit crap, really, wasn't it? It's fair to say I've enjoyed games much more than I enjoyed that one. We just didn't get going. Strange team for me. With the inclusion of Gareth Barry, you're playing against a side that is full of energy, strong, pacey, can get about the pitch, and we put our slowest midfield player in there to compete. It was just a very, very strange one for us. And, we go in there, they've been brilliant at home this season. I think they've won 8 home games on the bounce. They'd only conceded 5 goals in the Premier League before today. So it was always going to be a big game. People have built it up as this is our first real test. And we failed it, didn't we? Well, that's how people will view it. We failed it, quite simply. Where we are in our development, to me, just showed that there's still teams that are far superior to us. And I think on that show, Tottenham are far superior to us. I don't believe in the grand scheme of things they are, but I feel as though Everton still, when they go into these games, still don't perform the way we want them to. And it's not just about winning the game. I just don't feel we were in the game at all today. I really don't. I thought we started poorly. We were too slow. And we give them a lot of opportunity to press us high up the pitch and take the ball. And, we had at 0-0, we have half a chance where Lukaku's faced up with Vertonghen and he should just shoot. He tries to go round them. Other than that, we offered very little. We give them such a cheap goal. It's a brilliant goal, don't get me wrong, from Kane. But he's dangerous and he shoots from anywhere. And we've let them turn inside. Gareth Barry has just got to go and shut the door on Kane. And he doesn't. He just does that thing where you allow the most dangerous player to shoot. And he does. He puts a leg out. And Joel Robles has got to do better. I'm sorry. Joel's been brilliant for us, but he shouldn't. It's a straight shot. So to me, he shouldn't be beaten from there. So I think, Gareth Barry and Joel Robles have got to do better. And we're one down because they'd started full of energy, but we defended okay to a certain extent, and we got through. 19 minutes when they scored, and it was just a long range shot, and it gives them that boost that they needed, and they could have gone 2 up immediately. Again, the ball in and a little lucky break in the box, but then Kane does really well. But Gareth Barry, again, Kane's there, he just doesn't even realise he's there. Doesn't get close to him, and he comes inside Williams, and Joel makes a really good save to stop it being 2-0. And we just didn't offer enough. They were then trying to play 1-2s, they were having shots, and we offered absolutely nothing at all. And they were just so dominant in that first half. We got to half time, you're thinking, okay, we stayed in the game, we put we started getting a bit tighter to them. We got to half time, you're thinking, right, make the change now, take Gareth Barry off, he's done. Get James McCarthy on in the midfield and give us that little bit of energy, try and get us up the pitch a little bit. And he didn't, he left Gareth Barry on. So the second half just went into the first half. It was just exactly the same. They had all the ball. We were, our best player was Barkley because he's the only one who's trying to put his foot on the ball and make us do something. Tom Davies was competing well. Garnett, I thought, was off the pace a little bit. But I'm not having a go with us because Spurs made us play that way because they were so good at what they do, but we just didn't help ourselves. And I think when you go to teams like Tottenham, you have to be able to impress your performance onto them. And this is the thing with Everton at the moment, is that where we are development-wise, I just don't think in these away games that we've really moved on in the last few years, because so many times we go to these grounds and we don't look like the team that we know we can be. And I don't know whether it's a mental thing or personnel, I'm not sure. Today, I'm not going to moan too much. I'm not really going to moan. It was frustrating. If you'd have said to me when Liverpool beat us, right, it'll be March the 5th, the next time Everton lose in the Premier League, you'd be like that now. I'd have bit your hand off, quite frankly, because at that time, we beat Arsenal and then Liverpool beat us, and you were like, this is crap. We don't seem to be going anywhere. We've been on a great run. You know, and some people will be moaning, some people will be fuming that I'm taking that view, and people, I think some people expect us to win every single game. This was always going to be a difficult game. If we could have won it, it'd have been incredible because we'd have been 6 points off second place, which is unbelievable for us, you know, but we haven't. And now I just feel like when we go to Anfield and when we go to the Emirates, I can just see that similar type performance if he plays the similar type of players, because I still don't believe that we're just at that level yet. We need more players. But the second half, pretty much the same as the first half. You know, Gareth Barry should have been taken off. I think we probably should have gone to a flat, like a 3 at the back, and pushed on more and tried to get Lukaku in the game, because he just wasn't in the game at all. Kane at the other end was getting his body in the way. Rom, it wasn't sticking. We weren't helping him. Like, you know, what you do in them type of games, what you should do is where the midfield is congested and they're quite good at it, miss it out. Go long and get people in around them. Just make them turn the other way. When you're playing little passes, it's giving them the opportunity to use their game. And this is why when we go down to Anfield in a few weeks, if we go to Liverpool in a few weeks and start playing the little short passing game, they're going to swarm all over us, because that's what they like to do. Whereas if we stuck someone else with Rom and just went, forget it. It's all about games. It doesn't mean your evolution has to change. You know, it doesn't mean that because you'll go to this like a Tottenham game today, and because we went direct, it doesn't mean all of a sudden we're a direct team. We can still play that way, maybe in other games. But when you're playing against the side who want to press you and want to close you down at every opportunity, my belief is that you take that out. If that's their strength, you try to nullify their strength. So you get 2 people up and you go long into corners and get people running channels and get throw-ins and play in their last third. You don't play where they're strongest, and that's what we did today, and that's why they ate us up. The second goal is embarrassing, really. And Joel Robles, first of all, I think it's a throw-in to us, because Kyle Walker, it looked out to me and he ran round the lines, and so the ball, I believe it should have been an Everton throw, but it's going back to Joel. Now, we're 1-0 down, and we started the second half in the same way we finished the first, which is they were all over us. And he rolls a ball out to Schneiderlin. He can see that Tottenham are going to press. Schneiderlin takes a poor touch, pops it off. Dele Alli, I think, pinches it or gets a toe in. And it's Harry Kane's through, and you know it's a goal. He's 1-on-1, it's a goal. And it's 2-0, and you're going, you know, we just gifted them a goal. They're a good enough side. They don't need us gifting them goals. And then they just held us at arm's length. They could have added the third, you know. It was just, it felt to me watching it the way it felt watching the Sunderland game last week for us, is that we were miles better than Sunderland. While it was 1-0, you're edgy, but it was just an easy, comfortable game. And I think that's what it was for Spurs today. We didn't impress ourselves on the game at all. Barkley got better and better and better. It was the only one. You know, we made a couple of changes. Barry went off. McCarthy come on, and we got closer to them in the game. It was more of an even match when McCarthy was in there. You know, took Tom Davies off. Kevin Morales come on. Morales then involved in the goal. Nice little touch and a lovely ball into Lukaku. He shoves Vertonghen over, runs through. It's a great finish from Rom, because he was given nothing again. Surprise, surprise. And he finished it beautifully. But back in at 2-1, and it's right, you know, Valencia comes on, you're thinking, right, let's get these turned. And we don't. We just keep playing stupid little triangles. Get it for, put them under. We know, as Evertonians, 2-0 up at Goodison, someone scores. We're like that, aren't we? And the pressure's coming. We don't do it. They scored and we just went back. We were playing triangles in the 87th minute with the ball in our half, and you're going, get them under pressure. You know, we give a cheap. Robles makes a really good save, and Kane could have been 3-1. We then give a stupid free kick away edge of the box. It's embarrassing, the free kick we give away edge of the penalty area. Schneiderlin goes to sleep. Dele Alli runs in, bang, 3-1. You know, and I've bigged Morgan up. He's been incredible for us since he come in. But today, second and third goal, he's got to hold his hand up like that, because he was at fault with it. We then kick off and do a typical Everton. Great ball in. I think was it Barkley threw it in. Valencia, bang, 3-2. And then we get another chance, you know, we come forward again and Coleman's got the ball 5 men in the box and he slices it out for a goal kick and you go, that has been the game. But I can't stand here and moan because we've gone, I think it was 9 games unbeaten. We've been absolutely brilliant since the turn of the year. We're in 7th. West Brom got beat at home yesterday by Palace. That's a big, big let-off for us. Yes, it'd have been lovely. You know, United have only gone an extra point ahead of us and we've had a really tough game and they have Bournemouth at home. So we're still in that hunt there. We're still close to the top 4, but you look at it and go, until we can perform in the top games away from home, it's going to be a big ask. But the West Brom is the one I'm looking at the minute, and they got beat at home by Palace yesterday. So if we beat West Brom at Goodison on Saturday, that's 7 points ahead of them. You know, be absolutely delighted with that. We've got to dust ourselves down. We got exactly what we deserve. Spurs were excellent, fully deserved the 3 points. It was a bizarre 3-2 scoreline that was much bigger than the scoreline suggests. They thoroughly deserved the win. We were poor, you have to say that, but we move on. We've got West Brom at home next week, and that's what all of our energies need to be channeled into now. Beat them and get that gap growing between us and West Brom, and we can head on, hopefully, into the Europa League. That's it for me, really. It was just one of those days, you know. You can't be too upset. We've had a good run to come to an end, and we now have to start that run again, starting on Saturday with West Brom. Don't forget to look out for Ped. Will have done an instant match reaction as well. I'll do a quick ratings one. It won't be very long and it won't be very good because we weren't very good. Me and Ped will be back in the studio on Monday. Don't forget to check out the Patreon stuff as well. Patreon stuff, however you say it. One of them. I'm still tired after my best man duties yesterday. But enjoy the rest of your weekend and I'll see you soon on Toffee TV.